So, hey, y'all, thank you for coming in and giving yourself this intentional moment to take a break and connect. I'm sitting outside, which has brought me so much peace today. And it has been, at first, I felt too relaxed. And now I feel like I'm in a space where I'm ready to work and just dive in, which is why I was a little late opening up the Zoom because I had a meeting that ran over. So, one of the things that we discussed over or on Friday was how we were going to spend the weekend and enjoy the sun for those of us who have been experiencing some rain and just taking advantage of outdoors as much as we can without having to worry about being exposed to COVID in any way or not being physically distant from people. So one of the premises of the coffee break and breaking ground is to be able to connect and ensure that we are continuing to push each other upward while also allowing ourselves the space and time that we need during this time. So first and foremost, I definitely want to give you all the opportunity to write in the chat box and share how your weekend was, what did you do for yourself, and then we'll dive into a conversation on setting an intention for your week, for your day, what have you. So, hi, Julie. So, head over into the chat, and if anybody wants to share out, please feel free. But we are going to just dive in real quick and talk about what you did for yourself this weekend and how you enjoyed the sun. Jody, I see you moved inside. It's a little chilly, and I refuse to go in. The wind is kicking up. Ooh, Jody went for a bike ride. One thing I did for myself this weekend, went home for a little bit, for I'd say like a day and a half, to my apartment and just laid in the bed and started watching Unorthodox on Netflix, and couldn't turn it off, and am actually sad that I finished the little mini series, didn't realize that it was a mini series. But it opened my eyes to, I'm not sure of the accuracy, but it opened my eyes to what I see every time I go to Brooklyn, because my family lives all over Brooklyn, but when I'm heading to what is that, Rutland Road, which is Crown Heights. Sorry, I was having like a brain. I wanted to say East New York. No, that's my aunt that's over there. So when you go to Crown Heights, you pass a Hasidic Jewish community. So to see, I guess, the inside of it based on the storyteller or the writer's point of view, because it is based on a true story, it was very interesting. So Taylor went to the park. Claudia went for a run and released the podcast, which was amazing. And I think I saw Taylor say that she started a website, which is also, or created a website, which is also amazing. So yeah, and then I actually made a big container of juice with all of the fruit that I had in my bag that I was carrying from house to house, from my sister's house to my house and now to my parents' house. So I juiced it and it's all in one. So this has, just to share with you all, kale, lemon, ginger, spinach, kiwi, green apple, and whatever else was in there, oranges, all of those things, all of those random things. So instead of coffee, I am drinking juice because I've already had coffee, tea, water with turmeric and lemon in it and everything. Sika shared that she worked out for the most part, so that's great. You guys were active this weekend and really intentional about yourself. So I wanted to talk about intention settings on this here Monday, because I felt like something needed to change in my own routine as far as I could think to push, I don't know, peace and productivity, not just trying to be productive, but also trying to maintain peace, trying to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can to be well, right? So one thing about intentions and what I think makes it different for a goal is when you set an intention, it's kind of like the energy that you're putting out there to guide your day, guide your practice, guide how you feel, and how you navigate things. So one of the intentions that I do like to set is having a peaceful and a productive day. So if you were to think about what an intention would look like for you, what words come to mind as far as an intention is concerned? You can write it in the chat or you could speak out loud. So for me, my intention today was to have peaceful productivity, which is why I'm sitting outside. I've been pretty focused in my meetings as I can think, and have been driving my productivity forward. Taylor, I know you're masked up, but what is your intention for today?
Hey y'all, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so my intention for today is to just set up my week. I am out of the whole get up and do what I do phase. It's not working for me anymore. So I'm going back to being intentional by planning. So I'm gonna go home, get on my planner, do what I need to do for the week, at least start doing what I need to do for the week, so I can better enjoy my weekends. I feel like my weekends, I'm kind of like, oh, did I miss something? Did I do anything? And my weekend went by really quickly. So I want to start planning my week better today.
Gotcha. So that is a shift. It was allowing yourself the space to adjust as needed. And I think, especially considering how things are constantly changing right now, we have to be able to adjust when they're happening, right? So one of the quotes that I saw was, our intention creates our reality. And it's something that really resonated with me because it's almost speaking it into existence. It's almost like manifesting, affirming that something's going to happen, that you're going to do something differently. And it's putting a meaning to it, whether you are able to achieve it or not, and being okay with that level of acceptance. It's bringing you back to mindfulness and just being in the present. So what are some ways where you sought out to do something and it happened? Whether it was, and sorry, this is one of the casualties of being outside, nature messing with you. But what are some ways where you were able to just intend and say you were going to do something and it actually took place? A mood that you wanted to create, a vibe that you wanted to set for yourself. Nikita, have you set any intentions lately?
Yes, I have been trying to grow deeper in my faith and my relationship with Christ, and I have been pretty intentional for the past month of waking up and doing a devotion. I know for some people that's just like really easy and second nature, but that's something I've lost from my childhood. So to be able to be doing that consistently and working with the Bible app and actually like finishing a devotional plan, like I have to be very intentional about it, like waking up and not just staring into space and actually getting on the app and taking time and solitude and things like that. So yeah.
I love it. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. So one way that you can set an intention, first of all, you all were intentional about coming here. I say it each time that we start a coffee break, each time that we break ground together, you all were intentional on clicking that link and making sure that you showed up and giving yourself this 15 to 20 minutes to just disconnect from your day-to-day routine and connect with yourself, allow yourself a mind break from whatever it was, to just soak up connection and energy with other people. So one thing that you can do is be consistent and promise yourself that 2 to 5 minutes to think about what you want your day to look like each day, or to think about what you want your week to look like. One of the intentions that I used to set in the school building when I was going to the building to work kind of morning that right now is I want to be focused. Like for the morning, I want to be focused. And literally, I would make sure that everything I did carried me through being focused and connecting with students and being focused during a session, focusing on whatever work was in front of me, focusing on different conversations. So that's kind of how your word, your intention that you're laying out drives what you're looking to do in a day. Journaling, of course, is a practice that may or may not work for many. You can journal in many ways. You can use your notes. Some people like to use their social media, tweet, write statuses on Facebook, actually write in a journal or a notebook, or writing on the wall, something. And then staying aware. So putting the reminders in your phones, using Post-its on a computer, different things like that will allow you to keep focus on your attention. And then lastly, celebrate when you are actually successful in being intentional. When you bring that awareness to the things that you've accomplished, then it reinforces something that has been going well for you, and it becomes a practice that helps you to carry it on further. So in thinking about all of that, I want all of you to write in the chat, what is one thing that you will do for yourself for the rest of the day to make sure that you're being intentional? Badia is going to reorganize myself, staying on task, making sure I take breaks in between. That is lovely. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else? Nikita is going to take time to reflect on the devotion you did this morning. That's really good. Are you carrying your devotion out throughout the day and reflecting on, like taking moments to say, all right, this is what I read. I'm seeing this in this moment.
Yeah, I kind of settled. One of the verses in the devotion today really touched me, and so I kind of made a little mini mantra out of it. Philippians 3 verse 13, if anyone is aware, and it's talking about letting go, knowing what you've done, forgetting what lies behind you, and driving towards what's ahead of you. So I've just been kind of thinking, just keep like bringing that to the front of my mind periodically throughout the day.
Really grounding too.
Yeah.
It's a grounding word.
Yeah, it was good.
And Jody shared that I have to prepare myself mentally for difficult combos this week. So taking time to not engage in additional draining conversations. Jody, I'm so happy I'm so happy I text you with just the link and you just joined. Because I understand. I get it. And I'm happy to not be in your position to have any difficult combos like that. Sika, is there anything that you can do differently in your routine to give yourself a switch up? Anything that you're intending?
For today, what I did for my class, I kind of have the kids having their own way, as in I gave them a homework over the weekend, so everyone should come up with an activity. So what I'm trying to do basically is getting the kids active but not bored, because being inside and coaching inside, it's way different. So each week I have to find new ways to make sure it's not boring but yet still entertain and inform. So it was good. They all came up with a different activities, and it was a good class today. So for the entire week we'll be doing that basically. So that's changes that I implemented.
That's good. I'm excited to hear that. Everybody needs some switch up in the routine, so I'm sure it's keeping everyone on their toes.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, everyone, we gave ourselves a break. I hope that you all soak up the sun and get natural sunlight today and not just the lighting in the house. I know it keeps coming in and out, so I'm going between feeling breezy and feeling hot. But I will see you all again tomorrow. It is my intention to always show up for these breaks and give myself a mindful moment. So until tomorrow.
All right, thank you.